Hello everyone, you are welcome to this class. In this class, we want to look at addition and subtraction of decimals. So in our previous class, we looked at multiplying whole numbers. In this video, we're looking at decimals, addition and subtraction. So I would like you to sit back and relax. So the first part is adding and subtracting decimals follows just a few short steps, and we're going to look at them one by one. The first step of adding and subtracting decimal is to line up the decimal points. Whether you have more than 2 or 3 decimals in the addition and subtraction, just line up the decimal points. Let them be on a single line. Alright. So after that, then you add or you subtract depending on what you're given digits with the same value. That is, you make sure you place the digits in their right position, in their right values, place values. So put units under units, tens under tens, tenths under tenths, hundredth under hundreds, and thousand under thousand before you do the addition. So that's the second step. The third step is you fill in empty spaces with zeros. So if you have empty spaces after you have might have arranged them, so the next thing you fill the empty spaces with zeros. And the last part that we have is you in your answer you bring down the decimal points to the decimal part. All right. So let's start with examples, then we'll follow the steps one after the other. We have a few examples we're going to use to explain it in this video. So the first example is this: you're asked to evaluate 2.35 plus 1.27. So the first thing is that we're going to write it in such a way that the decimals are aligned, or they are lined up vertically. All right. So we have 2.35, 2.35. All right. Then the other one is 1.27. You can see that the decimal they line up. Then the units are under units, then the tens are under tenths, and the hundreds is also under hundreds. How this is clear, right? So the next is since it is addition, we're going to add. We add. So we start from the right hand side here. That is, we start from 5 and 7, we add them together. You cannot start from the front. The normal way you add two numbers, it's the same way you're going to do this. So that is 5 plus 7 is going to give us 12. We are not going to write the 12 down. We're going to write the unit part down, which is 2. So the 10th part will be taken to the other side. So we put it on the other one. So 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 plus 2, that gives what? 6. All right. So you put then the last one is 2 plus 1 is 3. Then the decimal point will also be put here. You bring it down. That's the fourth step. So which means the answer here is 3.62. So which is equal to 3.62. I hope this is very clear. All right, so let's look at another example. So this is example 2. This is also under addition, and let's see how we're going to add this together. So here 3.35, the other one is 1.2. So if you look at the previous one, we don't have empty spaces or empty space there. So but in this we have, there's an empty space here, so we're going to put 0 there. So that is the third step. Then we can then add now. I hope this is clear, right? So how do we add? That's the next thing. So 5 plus 0 will give us 5. Don't forget we start from the right. Then 3 plus 2, that's going to give us 5 as well. Then we bring down the decimal point here. Then 3 plus 1, that gives us 4. So our answer is equal to 4.55. I hope this is clear. So let's look for the third example that we have here. So this is under, this is supposed to be subtraction. This is subtraction. This is under subtraction. All right. So under this, we're going to have 3.354, 3.354 minus 1.9. So what you're going to notice here is that we have spaces after 9. So what we're going to do there is we're going to add zeros. We're going to fill it with zeros. So this is subtraction. So 4 minus 0 is 4. 5 minus 0 is what? 5. Alright. So 3 minus 9 is impossible. So we have to take one from 3 here. It remains 2. We bring it here. It's going to become 10. 10 plus 3, that's 13. 13 minus 9. And that's going to give us what? 4. Then bring down the decimal points. Then 2 minus 1 gives us what? 1. And that gives us the final answer to be what? 1.454. That's the answer. I believe this is very clear to you. All right. So the last example we're going to look at in this video is this, and that is this also on subtraction. You have to be very careful with this as well. So the larger number will be at the top. That's what we've been doing. So that's going to be 4.15 minus 1.732. We're going to subtract. Now, don't forget we're going to add 0 here. All right. So we're going to subtract now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 1 from here. We take 1 from it, it remains 4. And the one we took here will become 10 here. So that is 1 and 0 gives us 10. All right. So this becomes 10. So 10 minus 2 is going to give us 8. All right. Then 4 minus 3, that gives us 1. All right. So we can't take away 7 from 1. So we have to take 1 from 4. And this will become 3. And the 1 will become 10 here. So 1 plus 1, 10 plus 1 is 11. So that gives us 11 minus 7, which will give us 4 as well. I hope I'm making sense. So let's use the right pen. So this is going to give us 4. So 3 minus 1, we bring down the decimal point, then this will become what? 2. So which means the answer to this is 2.418. So you can see that it's very easy to add and subtract decimals. So the most important aspect of it is for you to make sure you align the value of each digit accordingly, so that it will be easier for you to subtract. But if you do it, for example, in this way, so if you write it anyhow, if you arrange it anyhow, like you have 1.36 plus 24. So let's look for another example here. So let's for another example before we call it a day. Coming, let's have this. All right, sorry for this. So let's have this. All right. So so let's have the in the same way where you have this coming. So you have an example that says you should subtract. You have, let's say we have going to look at 2 here. 2 2.14 minus, and put it here, minus 4.325. We want to subtract this. So if k is not, you have to arrange it. So that's going to be 2.14. So the decimal point for the second one, when you place it here, so the next thing we have here is 4. So 4 will be here. Then 3 will follow. Then 2 will follow. Then 5. But if you arrange it anyhow, because you have 2.14, you now put okay 4.325, and you subtract it this way. You notice that the decimal points are not well aligned. You know, they are not lining up properly. So in that case, this will be wrong. So you have to be very careful as well with this. All right. So this is how you're going to solve it. Then you put a 0 here. You subtract. So this we take 1 from it, remains 3. This will become 10, that is 5. 3 minus 2, that is 1. We take 1 from here again, it remains 1. It will become 11 here. 11 minus 3, that's going to give us 8. Bring down your decimal point. Take 1 from here, it will become 11. 11 minus 4, and that's going to give us 7. So this remains 1. We put 1 here. So the answer is 7.815. I hope this is very clear. But the same thing will go for addition, if you have addition that way. So that is that for this video. I hope you find this video useful and helpful. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell, so anytime I release video like this, you'll be able to benefit from it. All right, so it's time for the challenge. So let's go for our challenge. Bye for now.